How you doing? For a long time I've told people I'm a sports fan, but only recently I've realized I'm not exactly just a sports fan. I'm a certain kind of sports fan. You see, if I'm flipping the channels and I come across bowling, I'm probably going to pass right on by. I think tennis players are some of the best athletes in the world. But anybody who starts to score, they're at a point where it has to be love, love. And, you know, there's something odd about that. And so I don't spend a whole lot of time watching tennis. When it comes to golf, I think golf is one of the best ways on a Sunday afternoon to help you get to sleep. You see, all of those are sports, but they're not the kind of sports that excite me. The kind of sports that I get into is watching a hockey game and watching a pass where the guy opens up and finds an open man, he passes, or he tips the puck in from a pass from someone else. You know, I really like watching football and seeing a great pass down the field, watching one guy throw the ball perfectly, another one catch it, another one throw a block. I like baseball. I like coming out to Chase Field for the Diamondbacks game. And one of the coolest parts of a baseball game is that double play. When that shortstop makes an incredible catch and he passes it on to the second baseman who gets it over to the first baseman. All of those things are exciting for me. So it's not sports, it's team sports that I enjoy. You know, one of the things that I think is missing today in dealing with those of us who call ourselves followers of Christ is that we fail to understand that being a follower of Christ, Christianity, actually is a team sport. It's meant to be played together. Paul wrote in several places, but one of them is in 1 Corinthians chapter 12. He says this: there are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit. There are different kinds of service, but the same Lord. There are different kinds of workings, but the same God works all of them in all men. Now to each one, the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good. In each case, when Paul is talking about spiritual gifts, he says each believer is given one, but it's given for the common good. See, it's a team sport. And as leaders, one of our responsibilities is to find other people and develop them. Not just to teach them, but to develop them. You know, one of the ways of developing is maybe in your small group or at Kate's Cup or somewhere like that, you see someone who's just incredible with children. And you suggest to them that, you know what, you should be working in our children's area. You pass their name on to Bev or Lisa or Jen and say, I know somebody who would be great in the children's area. Maybe in one of your groups, whether it's an adult group or it's a youth group or something like that, but you're working and you see someone who is just great with new people. And you say, you know what, you should be working as a greeter. You should be greeting people on Sunday morning. That's what you're so good at. And so one of the things that you do is you pass their name on to Pastor Randy or myself or Mike and say, there's a person that I know who should be a greeter. They are great at it. Part of our role as leaders and facilitators is to find and discover others who have gifts and then get those gifts into practice. I certainly hope that at Northridge we never become satisfied until every believer at our church has discovered their spiritual gift and is using it. Because as leaders, we understand being a follower of Christ is a team sport. Hey, I'll see you next week. Thanks.